Hi Aries, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. Forgive my delay, guys. I promise I've been trying to do readings, but it's like spirit won't let me. So unfortunately, I have to be obedient, and that means holding out until it's time. I tried to record your reading probably like a week or so ago, and it was a lot. It was a lot of energy, a lot of drama, and I was just like, you know what? We ain't doing this. If this is the energy right now, we ain't doing it. So let's see what's coming out for you this week, Aries. This is going to be the week of December 8th through the 14th. And look, community is at the bottom of the deck. I love this for you. I love this. This energy feels so much lighter. You have the happiness card here. What I was hearing was there was some type of an explosion or something, some type of an event, explosive event taking place. And I'm hearing the tides are turning in your favor, Aries. This is beautiful. I think for a lot of you, things have been sketchy. There seems to have been some type of discord, conflict, or disconnect in the wiring. It's almost as if the wires of life for you had been disconnected or thrown off the path. But Spirit is guiding you. Your team is guiding you back home is what I'm hearing. They're guiding you back to where you're supposed to be, and the sun is shining. So this week, something's going to shift for you. I'm hearing a tidal wave. So we do have some astrological events happening this week. You guys know I'm not an astrologist, but look up Lori Lothian. I saw something that she posted about this week being like explosive with energy. So something like that's coming through for you. Chameleon energy here with act as if. I think for a lot of you, you've been acting, but it's acting as if, and it hasn't been like live and in color is what I'm hearing. For a lot of you, you've been acting out of character. Interesting. Out of alignment with where you truly wish to be. Okay, that message is coming through very strongly. Your community, the people around you haven't been supportive of you, Aries, is how this energy feels. Or you've been feeling like you're lacking support. But Spirit is here to let you know that this was intentional. Oftentimes we can be thrown off task or feel like things are going wrong in our lives, only for Spirit to redirect us. And this does feel like a redirecting for you, Aries. Okay, look at this. I can't make this up. The Manaz energy here with unity, humanity, harmony, and then the beginnings here, adjustment, shedding, and new release. Because this does feel, I don't think I said it yet, but I was feeling some type of a romantic connection or something shifting for you. You may be leaping and taking risk towards your happiness is what I'm hearing as well. The Berkana rune came out for you. This is about birth, conception, and creation. I think for a lot of you, you've been holding something within that you want to actually live. It's some type of truth or some type of clarity regarding a specific situation that you've been holding back on. And this is the week that I heard things break for you. That's the explosive energy that Spirit was showing me when I was starting the reading. There's something that has sparked your curiosity here. This curiosity card is about experience, play, uncover, and ask. For some of you, you've been asking Spirit to assist and support you in this specific area of your life. There's something that you're curious about. Something that is very playful. It feels like an energy of seeking something that would bring you more joy in life, okay? So I think for a lot of you, Aries, you could be seeking your happiness. You could be seeking happiness and praying, hoping, asking God to change something in your life. You have the dog spirit here. Be loyal to what you love. And I think this is where you've come in with the energy of curiosity. The curiosity is present because there's something in your life that you have been kind of holding back on. Again, a truth that has been almost like it's been stuck in your belly waiting to be birthed, but it's a truth in regards to what makes you happy. I think for a lot of you, you've been sitting in an energy of being unhappy, of feeling unseen, disappointed with life, feeling like life has treated you wrong, mistreated you, taken advantage of you, maybe even misused you, is how a lot of you feel about life. But you're being advised by Spirit, with the Hawk Spirit here, to let Spirit be your guide. The only way that we can find truth is in our connection to the divine. The truth of who you are, the truth of what you want, and the truth of what you love, what you truly desire, only comes by way of connecting with Spirit. Because as humans, we contain lots of, lies, untruths, right? I think this has something to do with Neptune moving out of the energy of Pisces and moving into your energy, Aries. I'm pretty sure I heard somebody say that. And if so, that would make perfect sense because, ooh, you're showing up as yourself. I love this. Look, first card out, the Emperor. That is phenomenal. So you haven't been operating in this energy, especially in the arena and the house of love. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. We did just have that full moon in Gemini energy on December 4th or 5th, depending on where you live in the world. And that full moon in Gemini energy was all about assessing what your thoughts are and allowing yourself to have more control, which is your natural energy, right, Aries? To have more control over what you allow yourself to think. I think that the thoughts, the mindset that you've been operating in lately hasn't been full of clarity. And I do think that has something to do with Neptune energy in Pisces, where, obviously it causes a lot of chaos, confusion, and conflict in the way that we think. I always think of the Neptune and Pisces energy as the Seven of Cups, although that's not necessarily the definition of the card. But intuitively, to me, the Seven of Cups is a great example of Neptunian Piscean energy. And that's because it creates confusion. It's confusing to tell whether something is truth or a lie. And that's because we are deceived. I'm speaking of Pisces, right? We are deceived by our own instabilities and really our desire for chasing after this. Rainbows and butterflies, happiness. And so I think, Aries, you have been sitting in that energy, and that's been uncomfortable for you. That's not, Neptune energy would not be comfortable for an Aries to sit in. You're more rooted in logic and in application, practicality, right? Being able to actually do, but also too commanding what it is that you really want for yourself. And I don't think you've been sitting in that. They're showing me the Queen of Cups. I think a lot of you have been sitting in an energy of seeking to people please, be validated and accepted by others. Almost like Spirit is showing me like being tempted by the fruit. They're showing me Adam and Eve. I think you've fallen into the temptations of life rather than allowing yourself to operate in your true authentic power and control by stepping up and saying, no, I'm going to do what I want to do because I recognize what's best for me. And I love this because this is you stepping into your power and into your natural authority. If anybody's going to take control and, do what they want to do, it's an Aries. But you haven't been doing that. I think you're, they just keep showing me like the snake and a temptation with an apple. Your temptations have been taking over is what I'm seeing, Aries. But you have the Eight of Cups here. So this is all fantastic energy because this week there's a recognition of what you need to walk away from. It's almost as if you're letting something burn. You're deciding to no longer sit in the energy of the Five of Cups where you're wallowing or sad or feeling upset about the things that have been done, whether that be by someone else towards you or you towards yourself. It could be self-inflicted or it could have been brought upon by someone else, but you're recognizing how that energy is consistently draining you. You're recognizing that energy does not allow you to truly operate in happiness, that energy is stilling your joy. It's also stilling your power and your ability to control yourself because there's like a loss or a lack of control when it comes to your emotions that you've been operating in. I'm hearing something about the glass half full. So for a lot of you, maybe the glass has been half full, but you've been looking at it through this rose-colored lens or these rose-colored glasses, assuming and thinking that the glass is full when it's actually not. And there's an awakening and acceptance of this energy this week. But this comes about through your curiosity. For some of you, I think that there's something that you have been curious about and you've been investigating it. I'm seeing the Page of Swords here. And it's something that you love. There's something that you desire to do. It could be something creative with the Berkana energy here. But it's something that will make you happy. And it's a higher level of happiness. This is a higher level of thought, Aries, than you've been in the last several months is what I'm hearing. With the Death card at the bottom of the deck here, you're willing to lose and let go of anything that will stand in the way of you being resurrected. You're ready for a rebirth. I heard it's time for my rebirth. You're ready for this rebirth, Aries. And this week, you're coming into it. You're like, you know what? No. I'm taking my power back. This is so awesome. Oh my gosh. The Seven of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, guys. This is fantastic. You were running from regaining control over your life. Okay, so let me show you or tell you how Spirit is showing this to me. For a lot of you, something happened around matters of the heart because you have the Knight of Cups here, and then you have the Magician. So something happened in regards to matters of the heart. Someone could have walked away from you or you walked away from someone. And I think you've been running from that pain, running from that heartache. But this week, instead of running from it, you're running directly to it. You're saying, I'm going to go and I'm going to address this head on. And I'm going to come with the knowing that I'm going to conquer. Okay, this Seven of Wands energy is running towards the Six of Wands. He knows that he's going to come out victorious if he would just face it head on. That also falls in alignment with this Hawk Spirit energy here of let Spirit be your guide. You're trusting that if you take a leap of faith, if you jump out, if you do something that is not normal for you, if you operate outside of your normal character, you're recognizing that you are going to be successful. I'm hearing whether I win or lose, I'm still winning. That is true Aries energy, guys. That's you saying, no matter what, I'm going to step out. So for some of you, this could be that you are moving towards someone that is going to require you to open up your heart space. So maybe you're meeting someone new and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go after this person. And I don't know, maybe they're going to reject me, but I'm going to go for it. For some reason, they're showing me the idea of like a woman proposing to a man. And in a lot of cultures, that's not normal. But you're kind of stepping out of the energy of, you know, like, oh, I need to be cautious and do what everybody else wants me to do. And instead you're saying, no, I'm going to go after what's going to make me happy. Right? And if this makes me happy, I'm going for it. The other storyline that I'm seeing is that someone walked away from you or you walked away from someone only to return back. And there could have been some fears around returning to this person because the Magician here with the Knight of Cups is like there's fears around taking action with it next to the Eight of Cups. Like I'm afraid because this person, maybe somebody walked away from you, or you walked away from them only to find yourself coming back. But either way, there's action being taken. There's been a lot of challenges around this situation. So whether this is new love or this is an old love that you are returning to or that's returning to you, someone is taking a risk here. And someone's taken a risk after juggling so much, after trying to figure out exactly what to do. This person is saying, I love this individual, new or old, and I'm going to take a risk to go after them with the expectation that I come out victorious. I'm going to get one more card, Aries. This is awesome. Spirit is advising you to use your wisdom. Okay, to use wisdom when assessing and going after this situation. Allow your curiosity to lead you to wisdom is what Spirit's advice is for you right now. With wisdom is balance. Temperance is here at the bottom of the deck. So with wisdom, there's balance. There's balance on when to move, when to pull back, when to allow someone to assess their, feelings, emotions. I saw 444 on the clock right now. But there's balance in the way that you're processing and handling this situation. There's no rushing, which is something you would typically want to do, right? There's no rushing. There's no not making any movement at all, which I think has been the situation here. I think there's been stalled energy and delays in things moving forward for you. What you're going after is legacy, longevity, stability. This is the 10 of Cups or 10 of Pentacles energy here, forgive me. So maybe a lot of you are going after happiness regarding something that has been stable for you, or you want stability. You see this as the end all. You see this as your big break, your big opportunity. So for a lot of you, if this is creative and has nothing to do with love, although I do see love for a lot of you, if this has nothing to do with love, this is creativity, you're going after your dreams. You're investing in, and you're desiring to invest in, whether love or job, career, whatever. You're seeking to invest in something that is going to reciprocate, and you want something that allows you to be your full and authentic self. And I think you see it. You see it, you found it, or you're going towards that. Okay, Aries, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. What you don't see is on the other side of this, again, whether you win or lose, if this is a person, or whether you get this opportunity or not, there are more opportunities accessible and available for you. Your happiness is at bay, but it is going to require that you take a risk. There's a potential that you could be bit here, or that someone could bite you, or that you may bite someone, right? This is risky for you to make this move, yet you also know that there aren't any other options at this point. It's either you're going to go for it and you're going to succeed, or you're going to go for it and you're going to have to choose a different path. But either way, it's almost like shoulda, coulda, woulda. You don't want to live with that, is how this feels to me. So instead of allowing yourself to live in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you're taking a risk. And I do see this risk paying off. I'm not going to tell you that if this is a person, that this person is going to give in to you, because I don't necessarily see that. What I see is that whether it's this person or someone else, you're going to win. The Emperor with the 10 of Pentacles here, guys, and the Magician, you have all the tools to succeed. It's just a matter of how you handle it. What I do see Spirit advising you to do is to not only be balanced with the Temperance energy, but to also let go of and release any emotions or negative energies that would prevent you from opening up your heart space and being able to be free in the actions that you do take or don't take towards someone else, or in this situation that involves creativity or career. As you allow Spirit and your team to guide you, you are absolutely going to be led through your curiosities to your happiness. This is beautiful, Aries. I thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you have the most amazing week. And speaking of, guys, I want to just plug my sister. So Pluto the Mystic on Etsy. My sister makes all natural shea butters and cocoa butters, things like that for your skin, your feet, foot scrubs, stuff like that. I use it on my hands all the time, especially during readings, because my hands get really dry and it's winter time. So I figured I'd throw that out there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience with me. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll be back as soon as I can, hopefully next week. Pray with me. Have a good week, guys. Bye.